Alright folks, here's part one of my collection video, and my goodness, Atari really supported this thing, and I'm still not even close to having all the games that Atari made. I mean, I'm missing some big ones here. Well, a couple of sports titles I know I'm missing. Real sports titles would be, I'm missing Sword Quest Waterworld. I'm missing a few others. I think Sentinel was on the 2600, and I'm missing that. I'm missing the Atari version of BMX Airmaster. But I do have quite a few, so let's get going. First one here, 3D Tic-Tac-Toe, picture label version. Next one is a Game of Concentration. I don't have the version titled Hunt and Score or Memory Match from Sears, so I gotta try to get that. Picture label version of Adventure. I think I'm gonna start getting various label variations. There's Air Sea Battle, mainly because I've gotten to a point in my deal, and I need to get a better label of that one. Oh, geez, I just knocked it down. Good job. Alpha Beam with Ernie, but yeah, I'm getting to a point where, you know, a lot of the games I find anymore games I already own, but they might be label variations, so, you know. Arcade Pinball. Now, I'm going to include all the Sears games, too, in this, basically because, you know, Atari made all those as well. There's Asteroids. Here's an early one, Basic Math, and, yeah, 61 Basic Math, so it's a real early one there. Basic Programming. I need to get a better version of this. I got no end label. This label wants to come off. I think it's been re-glued on there, all crooked and everything. Here's a Basketball, or shooting at two lines with a square block. Battle Zone. I think I need to get a better label variation of that one. Hole there. Some other things there. Here's a good one I've got. Berserk. Great label there. Big Bird's Egg Catch. Blackjack. Somebody made their own end label there. Brain Games. Will it make me smarter? I don't know. We have classic Breakout there. This label's starting to peel off a bit. Canyon Bomber. I don't think this label could be any better. Same, no, Casino could be a little better. But yeah, there's Casino for you. One of my favorite games on the whole system, Centipede. Can't go wrong with Centipede, even if the graphics aren't the best. Championship Soccer. One of the great paddle games of the system, Circus Atari. Here we've got Code Breaker, the Sears version there. No Atari collection is complete without Combat. Cookie Monster Munch, and my goodness, look at that label. Activision was usually pretty well known for discoloration like that, but my goodness. Crossbow. Crystal Castles. Another good one here. We got Dark Chambers. This one came from my wife. Defender. One of the 3 games she had on her old 2600. Here's Defender 2. I actually like that better than Defender. Another good paddle game, Demons to Diamonds. Desert Falcon. I'd rather play the 7800 version, though. But I would rather play the 2600 version of Dig Dug. I feel I like that better than any other version, even the arcade version. Probably because this one's easier. Dodge 'em. Double Dunk. NBA Jam. It is not. Here's the greatest game of all time, folks. E.T. Without E.T., and here's why I say it's the greatest. Without E.T., there would have never been a crash. And without a crash, Nintendo would have never come in to save it. Even as an Atari junkie, I know that Nintendo is pretty freaking awesome. Flag Capture. Yippee! And good old football. Despite its orange border, my favorite version of Galaxian. It is the arcade classic, but for me it's the Atari 2600 classic. This game, though, yeah, I don't think I'll ever play that version of golf. Gravatar. Got Gunslinger, another Sears. That's a retitle there from Outlaw. Haunted House, a game I actually just played recently because, well, it was just Halloween. Home Run. I actually love a commercial for this because Pete Rose gets called out in it. I'm a Reds fan. I don't like the fact that he's called out. I do like the fact that he's in the commercial, at least. Human Cannonball. Shouldn't that have been a part of Circus Atari? I don't know. The only game that ever uses the driving controllers, Indy 500. Don't adjust your sets. I am wearing something different, but I have to edit in 2 games that I forgot when I originally showed. So, yes, this I'll edit in. Joust. How I forgot Joust, I don't know. Very good version of the game. It's not exactly the same as the arcade, but it's okay. Now, some people would say that this game is the best Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. I am not one of them. I do like it better, a lot better than the original Pac-Man, but I still like Ms. Pac-Man better. Jungle Hunt. Another arcade knockout from Atari. It's Kangaroo. Take it to Kangaroo Court. Does anybody even remember this movie? I know I've never seen it at all. Kroll. Here's a good one, Mario Brothers. Now, I do like the 7800 version, and really the NES version's better. Actually, my favorite version of Mario Brothers is the ones they put on the Game Boy Advance carts with the Super Mario Advance series, but the Atari 2600 version is still pretty good, very good for what they were able to do back in its day. Math Grand Prix, the game that made Edit Station 1 kill himself all those years ago. Maze Craze, a game of cops and robbers. The best video pinball game on the Atari 2600, Midnight Magic. Although I've never played Bumper Bash, so who knows. Maybe Bumper Bash is better. I don't know. I like this better than Centipede. It's Millipede. And this is my favorite version, even better than the arcade. Another game I'll probably never play, Miniature Golf. If I'm going to play Miniature Golf, I'll play Kirby's Dream Course. I mean, Missile Command, the Sears label there. No matter what you do in that game, you'll always get you always get killed by the nuclear missiles. Moon Patrol, there's a little fun game. And here's one of my favorites on the entire system as well, Ms. Pac-Man. You can't go wrong with Ms. Pac-Man on any system. Night Driver. Okay. A game that is kind of like a variation of Breakout, but you play it with the regular joysticks, not the paddles. It's off the wall. You would think a game like that you'd have to play with paddles, but I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Othello. Whatever. Outer Space. I'm gonna say that's Space War, or I'm not quite sure what that retitle says. There's Outlaw. You guys saw Gunslinger earlier. Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Pele Soccer, which was basically just a retitle of Championship Soccer, but then they got rights with Pele, so why not? Pango, and this is a game here, and it's got a bad end label that I've gotten twice in my life. The first time I had it years ago, it was a great label, but I've heard rumors that they only made about 1,000 or 1,500 of these, and I know Atari Leaf has one too. He did a review on his channel years ago. I don't know. I mean, really, is there only 1,500 of these? Somebody let me know in the comments. Not as much as games like Phoenix, though, although Phoenix is probably more fun. Now time to edit in the other one that I missed. Pigs in Space, starring Miss Piggy. Not all that good. It's okay. You're gonna play pole position! Except if I'm going to play pole position, I'll play pole position 2 on the 7800, thank you. A game that originally came out by Parker Brothers, but then Atari got the rights late in its life cycle to make their own cart, Q*bert. Nice version, actually. Radar Lock, if I'm going to play a plain game on the Atari, I might go with Air Raiders. I'll probably go with River Raid, though, of course. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Great movie, not a great game. Real Sports Baseball, and I'll tell you this, I don't have a 5200, but I've seen the review of the 5200 version of this game, and my goodness. I know they couldn't do speech on the 2600, but I want a 5200 just to play Real Sports Baseball. Well, and all the other arcade games. If I can get one with a working controller, of course. Real Sports Boxing, I definitely need a different one of this, because look at that end label. Ah, look at these. Ugh, yuck. Real Sports Football. Real Sports Tennis. That's not a bad sports game on the Atari. It's not like Pong. It's like real tennis. Real Sports Volleyball. And it has a sunset in the background. Something more that Activision was more known for, but they did it in that game. I do need a new one with an end label, but for what I got, not bad. We got a game that's a secret. It's a secret quest. Nolan Bushnell did work on it. Or at least his company did. Skydiver. Got Slot Racers. Solaris. And Sorcerer's Apprentice. Maybe Space Combat is Space War. I don't know. I can't remember which one is which as far as label variations. Speaking of label variations, my pride and joy of my 2600 collection are these 6 cartridges here. They are all Space Invaders. You can see the different end labels there. And then I show you all of them. We got the Atari text label. We've got the Sears text label. We've got the Atari picture label, and I think I need a better one of that. We've got the Sears picture label. Again, it's kind of the Atari silver label, or gray label, and the last but not least, red label. So, my goodness, all 6 label variations that they ever had of Space Invaders. And I bet there's at least a few people out there that didn't even know they had it in the silver and the red. I didn't until I found them, and I picked them up as soon as I saw them. There is the actual Space War, so whichever one of those other 2 games equals Space War, I got Space War, so whatever. Speedway 2, and for some reason when I originally picked this up, I thought that Speedway 2 was one of those 3 games that Sears made. Turned out I was wrong. I was looking for either Steeplechase, Stellar Track, or Submarine Commander, which I have none of those games. None of the 3 games that were Sears exclusives. It turns out that this one, I can't remember which one it was. I think this is Street Racer. Anyways, too much there. It says Hangman on there. This is actually called Spelling from the Sears variation. The end label's not there, but I do know it is Spelling. But of course, that's just the Sears version of Hangman. Sprint Master, and that's not too bad. Rather be playing Super Sprint on the NES, or more like maybe Super Off-Road, which is kind of same type of game. Star Raiders, to be used with the video touchpad, and I do have that. Stargate, which is what Defender 2 was originally called. And again, I like this better than the original Defender. So there's Street Racer. We've got Super Baseball. Somehow this is worse than Real Sports Baseball. I don't know how. We got Super Breakout. This, I do believe, is better than Breakout, at least for me. The original Breakout, that is. Super Football. And Superman. I really need to get a picture label variation of Superman, because, it's got the great artwork and whatnot. Surround. Kind of like a version of Snake, if you will. There's also like a graffiti program on there where you can write your own stuff. Very rudimentary, but actually pretty cool to play with. There's Sword Quest Earthworld. And Sword Quest Fireworld. And years ago, guys, I did have Sword Quest Waterworld. Before I ever knew how much it was worth, I sold it off, probably for a couple bucks. Oh, that's the one game I wish I could get back. There's Target Fun. This is the same game as Air Sea Battle. Taz, and over in Europe, I believe they relabeled this game as Asterix. I don't know if the Asterix character took place at Taz or from someone else that took place at Taz, but yeah, over there it's Asterix. Over here it's Taz. Although I think I've seen where Asterix actually came out over here under that name too. So if I ever run across an Asterix card, of course I'm going to pick that up, even if it won't play on mine. Vanguard, very fun game. Who kills the boss? Luther kills the boss. We've got Venture. This was originally put out by Coleco, but again, Atari got the rights later to put it out in the red label. Video Checkers. No end label, but it's checkers. Who cares? Video Chess. Video Olympics. This is basically Pong on the 2600. A whole bunch of variations of it. That's not bad either. I like Pong. At least every once in a while. Video Pinball. Not as good as Midnight Magic, but I pop it in every once in a while. So I'm a pinball freak. What I believe is the best 4-player paddle game on the entire system. Warlords. Not the best 2-player game though. You gotta go to Activision for that. And finally, Yar's Revenge. And you know, I'm in a minority in this one, but I don't think I really like Yar's Revenge like everyone else does. So anyways, that is my entire collection that was made by Atari. Next video up is going to be my entire collection made by Activision, so stay tuned for that. I am the Atari Junkie. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, folks, take care.